Hey, what's up YouTube? It's back with another quick video. Well, today I'm going to do another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from the house of Calvin Klein. Now, I don't do very many reviews from the house of Calvin Klein, but I do have a few favorites. Growing up, I wore a lot of CK1, CKB, and more recently, I really liked CK1 Shock. I should really do a cheap but good fragrance video on CK1 Shock. That one's really nice. Alright, guys, like I mentioned before, this fragrance is from the house of Calvin Klein. This is a flanker, an intense version of one that was released last year. It's called Obsessed Intense. Alright, so Obsessed Intense, it's considered an Oriental Woody. It is an Eau de Parfum concentration. I do not know the nose behind this fragrance, and it was released in 2018. Alright guys, so I did pick this up at Marshall's. This was my most recent Marshall's find. It was 35 bucks before tax. And let's take a look at the box. Alright guys, so here is the box for Obsessed Intense. I do like the simplistic nature of it. It's very just white and plain. I've always liked those sorts of boxes. Not too much going on with it. I can appreciate a plain box every now and then. Alright guys, so here's the bottle for Obsessed Intense. I really like the way that this bottle looks. Very nice black on there. Kind of the opposite of the box, which is kind of cool. Kind of makes it stand out more. If I were to put the box next up to the bottle, the bottle would really stand out because it's like a solid black. Let's take the cap off. This is a plastic cap, it feels. I do like the high quality metal here. Nice ring around it. Alright, so the notes for Obsessed Intense: in the top, we have grapefruit, rhubarb, and Szechuan pepper. In the mid, we have leaf cedar, cashmeran, and cypriol. And in the base, we have black vanilla, amber, guan balm, and gaiac wood. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of sprays. Here we go. Spray is okay. Okay. Ooh. Definitely very woody. I'm kind of getting some animal notes in this off the top, like some I don't think there's animal notes in it. Yeah, I'm sort of getting like a kind of a smell of like a bit of a waxiness from this. I'm not sure what that's from. It really reminds me of the civet notes or whatever those animal notes that are in Killian's Cruel Intentions. Cruel Intentions is oud and rose. And there's a bit of a waxiness with that one. I'm getting sort of the same thing. This doesn't share the same notes, but I'm getting sort of the same kind of waxiness from this one that I didn't like in Cruel Intentions. But this one's very dark. It's balsamic. Whenever I say balsamic, I mean waxy. Yeah, there's something about it that kind of gives it a waxy smell that it's really turning me off. I'm not a big fan of that. Whatever that is that makes it waxy. Usually I pass on fragrances like that. It's the main reason why I didn't like Cruel Intentions by Killian. This has some fruit in it. Definitely getting the rhubarb. Getting the grapefruit off the top. But as soon as it goes into that, I'm getting like a dark kind of wood. Maybe that kind of goes with the black bottle. I'm not getting any vanilla in this. Getting maybe a little bit of the amber, but it's more of like the darker kind of woodier amber. This isn't so much like the amber you get like in a sweet kind of amber fragrance. Whatever that waxiness was is toning down. But yeah, I can't really say too much about this one. This really doesn't remind me of anything else that's come out recently. It really is just a fruity, kind of spicy, woody fragrance. I'm not really getting the Oriental that's in the classification of this one. Usually Oriental fragrances are a lot sweeter, and I don't get like any vanilla sweetness. I don't get like any sugar candy sweetness. This one just smells like the citrus parts of the fruits without the sweetness. Some woods, and I'm getting a little bit of those animal notes still. Again, I don't know what's in this that kind of gives it those animal notes because there's no animal notes in the composition. Yeah, but right now it's staying dark and spicy, like very dark woody, almost like a wet wood you would find like in the woods somewhere, you know, after like a rainy day. With some notes. It's getting a little bit better though. It's getting better. I didn't really like that opening, and I'm an opening guy. I like my openings to be really nice and fresh, or just exciting, and then kind of it changed from there. But this one like kind of had those animal notes at the beginning, or that balminess in the beginning that I wasn't really a big fan of. That's toning down quite a bit though. And I'm really just left with the dark grapefruit woody fragrance. And I can't recall exactly what Obsessed smelled like last year, but I remember it not smelling like this. I remember that being more of like a kind of a fun, fruity, fresh fragrance. This one's more dark. Now, in the sillage, you know, because this is an intense version of Obsessed, maybe in the sillage after you wear it, you know, maybe you'll get just a darker, maybe more mature version of Obsessed. Yeah, this isn't bad. This doesn't smell awful. I can see why it's at Marshall's though, because I'm not that impressed with it. It's okay though. Okay, so that was my first impressions of Obsessed, the intense version. As always, this will be my scent of the evening. I'll go with probably about 10 sprays. It is hot outside, so we'll see how well this one kind of works with my skin and works with the environment, and give you guys an update in a little bit. Okay, so I'm back with my update of Obsessed Intense from the house of Calvin Klein. So I'll go ahead and try to keep it brief and give you guys the good and bad of this fragrance. So the good was the opening of this one. I really enjoyed the grapefruit and the rhubarb. It was nice and fruity. The mid got a little bit of woody, had some woody notes in there, kind of gave it a nice kind of spicy aromatic feel to it. So the opening was really nice. This one also had really good performance. I think I got about 2 hours of good sillage, 2 to 3 hours of sillage. And man, I could still smell it the next day on my arm. Obviously it wasn't, you know, kind of pumping out anymore, but I could still get hints of it, which means it has really good longevity. But altogether, I could still get hints and wafts after about 6 to 8 hours. I was still smelling it throughout the evening, so that's really good. Another reason I liked Obsessed was actually the sillage on this. You know, there's also a negative part of that one, but I'll get to the good part, which is in the air, it smells really, really nice. It's kind of powdery, woody, and sweet from the fruit notes in it. It's really, really nice. That was not what I was expecting, so I was pretty impressed with this one. All right, so now to the negative points of this one. I really didn't like the waxy note in this one, or the oily note in this one. You know, it sort of reminded me, like I mentioned before, of Cruel Intentions by Killian. That one actually contained castoreum. I think I said civet notes earlier, but it's an animal note, and castoreum actually smells very, very oily. This isn't in it. It's not in the notes, but it smells just like it. It reminds me of Cruel Intentions by Killian, which if you guys like Cruel Intentions by Killian, then definitely give this one a try. But if you didn't like that civet note or that castoreum note in Cruel Intentions, then you won't like this one, because I get a similar feel. You know, it's so funny. It's not in the notes. Something in this is giving it. I'm guessing it's the Goujon or the Gouan balm in this one. It's giving it a oily balminess to it. But I'm not really sure because I'm not an expert on these things. But yeah, that really killed this fragrance for me. It's just, you know, because even though I liked it in the air, you know, like the sillage on this one's really, really nice. But even though I liked it in the air, like I'm a guy that likes to smell. I like to smell my arms. Like to, you know, it comes off me. Right, so I still got that oiliness off of my hand, and that one really killed it for me. But if you're a sillage guy, and you don't care how it smells on your skin when you go like this. This stuff actually has a really nice smell in the air, really nice sillage, nice scent when you're in your little bubble, a little scent cloud that smells really nice. So it all depends on what your preferences are when it comes to that. But overall, it's not a bad fragrance. I think it was like $35 for a 2.5 ounces, an eau de parfum concentration. It gets good longevity and good performance. It really all depends on what you like, if you want to try this one or not. You know, it's cheap enough right now so you can pull the trigger and, you know, easily just pick up a bottle just to have. If you don't think you'll like that castoreum note or that oily smell that I'm getting, then you won't like this one. Probably stay away from it. But if you're a sillage guy and you like a nice, sweet, powdery, woody fragrance, definitely give this one a try. I was kind of surprised by this one. The performance actually gave this one higher marks for me, and I kind of gave it more of a pass because it actually had a pretty good performance. You know, it isn't intense, but you know, it's Calvin Klein. You might get an intense, but you won't, probably smell it after a few hours, guys. So, all right, so what are your thoughts on Obsessed Intense from the house of Calvin Klein? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Please let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, thanks for watching another video. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider hitting the notification bell. That way, when I upload new videos, you'll be the first to find out. Please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. Please like, comment, subscribe. And until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.